Good morning, Philippines. Here's Tech Talk News Update. The Philippine press was born and nurtured amidst a climate of political reform. The early Philippine newspapers played a critical role in the nation's quest for freedom and independence. For further details, here's Ramil Balingan, ang atong haraulyo ng Tech Talk. Ramil?
Yes, Yunela. The national heroes include such journalists as Jose Rizal, Graciano Lopez Jaina, Mariano Ponce, and Antonio Luna. Their writings inspired the Philippine Revolution against Spain, the first challenge by the ASEAN people against Western colonials. Propaganda movement during the Spanish regime was the struggle of so-called alternative press during the Marcos regime, whose collective vision saw fulfillment in the It's a People Power Revolution during 1986. This is Ramil Kanchibolingan for the TikTok News Update. Back to the
The Philippine Press, its initial pages. For details, here's Junalyn Babanto, ang Doris Bigornia ng TikTok. Juna?
Yes, Yunela. The first Philippine newspaper was established in 1811. In this time, the Superior Gobierno was published with the Spanish Governor-General himself as editor, and its intended reader were the local Spaniards, and therefore the content was primarily news from Spain. The first newspaper, La Esperanza, of 1846, and also catered to the Spanish elite. And the best edited newspaper was Diario de Manila, and it was suppressed by the Governor-General after 38 years of publication, allegedly for initiating the Filipinos to rebel against the Spaniards. Meanwhile, the first local publication was El Ilocano, which started in 1893, while the first publication for and by women. And also, El Jugar was published in 1893. Among nationalistic newspaper was the La Solidaridad, the mouthpiece of the revolution and the fortnightly organ of the propaganda movement. Published in Spain and first appeared in 1889 with a policy to work peacefully for social and economic reforms, to expose the real plight of the Philippines, and to champion liberalism and democracy. Junalyn Babanto for the TikTok News Update. Back to studio.
The post-war era to pre-martial law period from 1945 to 1972 is called the Golden Age of Philippine journalism. The Philippine press began to be known as the freest in Asia. Some noble-minded writers and editors are Paulo Mendez, Arsenio Lacson, Modesto Farulan, Leon Guerrero, Armando Malay, Espino, and Jose Bautista. In 1952, the National Press Club was organized to promote cooperation among journalists and uphold press freedom and the dignity of journalists. In 1964, the Philippine Press Institution, or the PPI, was organized to foster the development and improvement of nationalism in the country. The use of the power of the pen by the early heroes proved the feasibility of using non-violent tactics for social and political reforms. Here's another information given to us by Lady Monsanto. Lady?
Yes, Janela. When martial law was declared on September 21, 1972, the first order issued by the late President Ferdinand E. Marcos was the takeover and control of all privately owned newspapers, magazines, radio and television facilities, and all over media communication. Of the pre-martial law newspapers, only the Daily Express, Bulletin Today, Manila Bulletin, were allowed to reopen, and newspapers, Time Journal, were allowed to open 1 month after the proclamation. These newspapers were later to be known as establishment with praise. Among publications and the people behind were the father and son team of Jose Burgos, who were behind the courageous tabloid We Foro and its broadsheet affiliate Pahayagang Malaya. Felix Bautista and Melinda Q. Desos edited Veritas. Raul and Leticia Luxin published Business Day, now Business World. Eugenia Di Apostol and Leticia G. Magsano published and edited The Inquirer and Mr. and Miss Magazine. This is Lidini Monsanto, TikTok News Update.
The people opted for Samizdat or Xerox journalism. Ramil Balina again for the details. Ramil?
Yes, Yanela. The nationalistic fervor was also strongly manifested among the youth through campus publications, which have taken an activities stand on national issues. Notable among them were the Philippine Collegiate of UP Diliman, ang Malaya of the Philippine College of Commerce, but right now, we can call it the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Pandayan of Ateneo de Manila University, ang Hasik o Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, and Balawis of Mapua Institute of Technology. Women journalists proved to be equal if not more daring than men in their writing. Some of them are Eugenia Apostol, Betty Go Belmonte, Leti Magsano, Arlene Babs, Nescacho Olivares, Dominique Torrevillas, Melinda De Jesus, Tina Monzon Palma, Malu Mangahas, Sheila Cornell, and Ceres Doyo. Among the outstanding heroes during the struggle against the Marcos regime was Joaquin Chino Roses. He is the publisher of the pre-martial law, the Manila Times, and regarded as the grand old man of the Philippines journalism. This is Ramel Canshibalingan for the TikTok News Update. Back to studio.
And now for our showbiz chikahan, here's Jerel de Casiño, ang Bianca Gonzalez ng TikTok. Jerel?
Hi mga ka-TikTok! For our showbiz chika for the day, Livelihood ang mga 40 gold chicks ulit sa Mar Filipino na kabayanan numero 1. Another tabloid are written in tablet. Most popular tabloid named Amante. Most favorite one named People's Journal. Another 5 Chinese gold chicks were published in Manila, Manila's Chinatown. These are Universal Daily News, China Times, World News, United Daily News, and Chinese Governmental News. Today, Sunstar, owned by a single corporation, founding major cities nationwide. Jeremy, Casiño, Showbiz, and Chicago. See you next week!
Thank you, Pacheca Jerel. For more updates about our latest news, please visit our Facebook page at www.techtalknews.com. And that's for our TikTok news updates. This is Lunella Ibul. Always remember that God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. And God will make a way. God bless everyone.